Small school, Stetson. I don't know how many of you know about us, but I will say Jacob DeGrom and Corey Kluber. That should give you some idea of what we have going on over there. It's pretty exciting. One of the things that's most exciting about it is the young people that we get to come through the program. We don't have our broadcast program, but we do manage to get some kids in there that have an initial desire to see what we're all about. And then once they're in the door, my goal is to just sell them on this is a long-term solution. I realize I'm not directly answering your question, but I want to point out that one of the things that gets our students in the door are students that are successful, that stay with our program. ESPN just recently flew our expressions operator up to Bristol, a two-year student in our program. He just graduated, and ESPN just flew him to Bristol to interview. This for us is a huge landmark, and it speaks to everything that I'm always preaching about team and us being a team and so forth. This same individual previously been with us for 2 years. We rely on him for graphics. You know, we were in the middle of a tournament. He called up and said, you know, I'm not going to make it today. You know, and we don't have a substitute for this guy. There's nobody can fill in for him. So I'm always preaching to these guys that we're a team, and you know, it's important that everybody come in and be responsible for their area and understand that if you don't want this position, there's some other guy. There really isn't some other guy, but I tell them there's this. I tell them there's another guy, you know. And as a matter of fact, I'm talking to him right now. You know, whatever I got to do to keep these kids interested. And we just finished the ASUN baseball tournament. Now, I don't know what you've heard about this, but this tournament was originally 4 days. It lasted 5 days. They had to move the championship game to the 5th day because each game lasted approximately 4 hours.
Fine.
We did 3 hours each. We did 3 games each day. Okay, so I've been in the trenches. My guy David here, who's with me, David Mazel is my guy. He's been in the trenches. We've been in the trenches in our past. These kids, when we look back at them in the back of the trailer, they haven't been here. And they're
the horror in
there's
their
a
eyes.
horror. There's a look of horror on their faces. Like, wait a minute, I'm signing up to work for 18 hours a day for the rest of my life. This is it. This is it. You know, you kind of get that feeling. So it's really important that we sell the guys on being responsible for your area. Understand that if you don't show up, nobody's going to show up and fill in for you. Be the number on your jersey when you're here. We do stuff like everybody hands in at the beginning of the game, you know, and we go 1, 2, 3, SVP, you know, whatever it takes to stay motivated through because there is no option to quit. Mm-hmm. And like I said, 4-hour-long baseball games. And this is after we've hooked up the replay that they've asked us to hook up and see if the replay works. And we're going replay at baseball. This will be a 6-hour game in no time if we go along with that. But we do whatever we can to meet the requirements of ESPN, of the ASUN, and then to keep those students motivated so that we know we've got them there as our team members.
Yeah.